Hi there, and welcome to Affinity for Planner Creators. And today we're in part 4 of our Power of Tables, and we're going to talk about calendars, and specifically monthly calendar start dates. We're going to make a set of calendars that start on each day of the week. So we've got a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's 7 of these, and these 7 make up the rest of the 12. So when you've got 12 calendars, but you've only got 7 start dates. So you're going to use some of these multiple times. And I'm going to show you how to get started with that. We're going to start with Monday start. And first thing, because I want to save this at the end of this video so we can use it in assets, which will be the next video. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to scroll down here to my blank page, and I'm going to paste it, and I've already pasted it here. So when you paste it, it's going to paste where it was copied, and you just move it up to where you want it, and I have it centered in the page. Now we're going to go to our table tool, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to draw a table, and we want our table to be 7 rows and 7 columns. So there's 7 columns, there's 7 rows. Now I know this doesn't make much sense because that's not the right number for a calendar, but trust me, we're going to figure this out. So what I'm looking for is a calendar because I want mine to be the same size that they were in this other one, because I know that that's going to allow me to get 3 of them in rows and 4 of them across, so we can get all 12 months on the one page. So I know I have written down what the size of these are, and you'll have to figure that out for your own size and what you want. But I have written down the size of these. So when I come over here and I click on this, and double click there, and we're going to go down here to the transform menu at the bottom of the right. And we're going to go to the width, the W width. And I know I want this to be 3.125. So I'm going to put in 3.125 and hit enter. And I know for my height, I want it to be 2.333. Type that in and hit enter. So now our table is the perfect size that we need it. Now there's going to need to be some adjustments, but it's going to be basically this size. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the first column, just the number 1, and that brings up, highlights this whole top row. And we're going to go to the all vertical lines and click on that till it's blue highlighted. And we're going to go to our fill tool, and we're going to tell it we do not want any of those lines to show. So when we click off and over here, we have no vertical lines. So we also want to click on number 1 again, and we want to go to the top row where it's just the top row is highlighted there. And we want to tell it we don't want a fill there. So we're going to clear that out. So now it just looks blank up here. But if you click right here where you know it's at, you can click and type in, and we're going to center it, and we're going to center it horizontally and vertically. And I'm going to write in Monday. Whoops, we forgot to do one thing. Click back on the 1 to highlight the whole row, right click, and merge the cells. Otherwise it'll make the text will only write in one box. We need to make this one box. So merge the cells. Then when we click off, we go up here and we center horizontally and we center vertically. And I'm going to write Monday start. I want to use, let's format our table here. I'm going to use cute Oscars. So we're just going to click on the table one time where we see all the circles around it. And I'm going to go to my font, and I'm going to use cute Oscars. And I know because I've made the other set that I want to use a size 18 font. And now we can click in the center here and write Monday start. So now we're going to click in the row 2 in the first column, and we're going to highlight that whole column. And let's actually go out here and let's click off of it and get our move tool. Click once. We want to highlight all of these boxes and tell them that we want them aligned center. Now, sometimes this will take and sometimes it won't. So we shall see. Just it gets a little finicky sometimes. But we're going to use all caps, and I'm going to type Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm a Monday start girl. If you start yours on Sunday, that's perfectly fine, but I just am a Monday start person. So now we have our days of the week. So we know January of 2024 started on a Monday. So we're going to start putting in our numbers. So we're going to hit 1 and tab, 2, tab, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know January has 31 days in it. So we're going to stop right there on that one. Now we're going to make all of our calendars with 31 days in them, our start date calendars, because some days have 30, some days have 31. February happens to only have 29 this year. It was leap year. But we're going to make them all 31 days because it just makes it easier in the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and I'm going to just single click, and then I'm going to right click and copy, right click and paste, and then I'm going to drag this over. Now make sure you have your red lines at the top and the bottom going straight across, because that way you know they are all the same height at the tops and bottoms, so they're exactly the same size. Now we want to do a Tuesday start. So all we have to do is come in here and highlight that and add Tuesday. Okay, there we go. Now we want to erase the 1. So just click on it, highlight it, and erase it, and hit tab. And that will take you to 2. So we're going to start with number 1. Whoops. 15, 16. Okay, and we've done that one. We want to click on our move tool or hit the letter V and single click, right click, copy, right click, paste. And we're going to drag it over. And I'm not worried about the space between them because we're going to align that up. So just drag them over to where you see the top line is red and the bottom line is red. And we're going to do Wednesday. So, oh my goodness. Now we're going to erase the 1, and then we're going to tab, and then number and tab. 1, 2. Whoops. Sometimes my fingers get ahead of me. So I'm going to pause this while I go ahead and finish making the rest of these, and I'll be right back. In the meantime, you can, while I'm paused, start making yours, so that way when we get to the end, then we are ready to start our monthly calendars. So now we have all of our calendars created, our start date calendars. So we can start to create our monthly calendars. So what we're going to do is we know that January started on the 1st. So we're going to highlight the one calendar. We're going to copy it. And we're going to go down here to the page that says mini monthly calendars. Now for space, I'm going to paste this here. But I'm going to cut that and I'm going to raise this one that says mini monthly calendars. Oh, goodness. Get it up here pretty high. And then I'm going to move this calendar up here because we've got to have room for 3 rows. So now we've got our Monday start calendar, which is going to be our January. And the numbers are all the way through it. So what we can do here is change this to January. And you can change the font size. Let's see how far we can go with that. We can go with that as a 30. You can change your font. And I like this one. So that is my January mini calendar. And you simply do the same thing with the rest of them. But you've got to look because the 31st was on a Wednesday. So the 1st of February is going to be on a Thursday. So you're going to go to your Thursday start calendar. Click on your move tool. Click on it once. Copy and paste. Copy it here. Paste it here. And then line it up where you can see all the red arrows together there. And we're going to call this one our February. And I'm going to change the font to rainbow. And we change this one to what size? 30. So we're going to change this to a 30. Now, this was a leap year. 2024 is a leap year. So we don't need the number 30 and the number 31. So just click and highlight and backspace and that will erase them. So now we know that March is going to start on a Saturday. So we come up here and we get our Saturday calendar. And remember when you paste them, they paste in the same position they were on the other page. So you just have to drag it up, line up your red lines. And we're going to go with 30 and rainbow. And this is March. Oops, don't hit enter. Just click off. And we're going to do the same with the rest of these. So 31 days in March is correct. So we need a Tuesday start. Let's change our font size. Change our font. And this is April. So now you've got your first row done. Now you want it to be centered. So what you want to do is highlight all of them. And you want to go up here to the alignment tool, which is the long bar and the short bar up against a narrow bar. Click on that. And we want to align them all to the top, which we have them all to the top, but it always helps. And then we're going to use the space horizontally. Now they are spaced out the way you want them. And now we have those, the same space between each one of them. Now all we have to do is highlight it and put it in the center. And now that is centered on the page and there's room for 2 more rows. So now you can finish the calendars going the same way because April is on the 30th, ends on the 30th. We're going to erase 30 and go with a Thursday start. And we're going to go all the way through our calendars paste. And now we want to make sure we're lined up with the green lines on either side. And we don't have to worry about the space horizontally here yet. We can worry about that after we get all of our calendars on here. So this was April was 30. May is going to be 31. So all you have to do is change the font and the size. So finish up your calendars, and I'm going to finish up these, and then we'll get back to it. So now we have all of our calendars done. Let's make sure they're all lined up. So let's click and drag around the top box. I know we lined those up before, but let's make sure. So we want to separate them evenly and at the top, and we want to apply. And then we want to drag these until we see the green arrow going all the way down the page. Now we want to go and do the same with the second row. Just highlight it so that you have the whole tables. We're going to go up here to our alignment, and we're going to center it on the top and then horizontally. And then we're going to click apply and make sure that it is set up in the very middle of the page. And then we're going to do the same with the third set. Oops, I didn't grab the whole thing. Okay, so we go to align and the top, and there we go. And then we click apply and make sure that it is lined up right in the middle of the page. Now to center them, we're all centered horizontally, but to center them vertically, highlight the top row, right click and group, then highlight the second row and highlight it, right click and group. And then let's do the same with the third group, right click and group. Now we want to highlight all three, just the whole page except for the words at the top. And we want to center them to the left side, or we can go with the center. Let's go with the center. And then we want to center them, space them vertically. So now there's the exact amount of space. Click apply. Now there's the exact amount of space between here and here and here and here. And now we have the exact same space between here and here. So now we can make sure this is in the center again. And you have a perfectly formatted 2024 monthly calendar. And you do the same with any other year. If there's any questions about this or you need more description, whatever you might need, pop it in the comments below and I will make you a video covering that specific aspect. And if you have any other videos that you would like for me to make about other things, please just pop them in there too with your comments, and I will get to them as just quickly as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.